Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, we're back. We're ready to do this. Cris, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great. I just come back from my training and I'm excited. Now I have really news. It's good.
Yes, we can finally talk about a fight. And apologies to our audience. I was off last week on vacation, but picked a good time to come back because we got so much to talk about. But before we get into that, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We do this show every single week. Before I went on vacation, it looked like you were going to be rematching Sinead Kavanagh. Here we are now. You're fighting in Hawaii, making your debut there April 23rd against Arlene Blencowe, a fight that I know you were kind of interested in after Kat Zingano fell through. Just tell me how excited you are to make your debut in Hawaii.
I'm very excited. It's fighting Hawaii. It's a big names fight there. Anderson Silva, Frank Sharrock, BJ Penn. His home. I think it's very nice to put my name there. And first time I know they say the fans over there is amazing. And I cannot forget. I'm gonna forget.
Oh, there we go. Of course, you always got to fit the bill. That's great. So.
Yes. So I'm very happy. I know it's gonna. I knew in the future I'm gonna have to rematch Arlene. And she's #1 contender. I'm very, very excited. I know Shani, she's gonna hurt her knee, and let's fight. And they're gonna, I think, gonna have to do surgery. I hope she's recovered well. I know she's back soon. But I'm very excited for Bellator Hawaii.
So you kind of answered my next question because I was wondering why the Sinead Kavanagh fight didn't happen, but I guess she hurt her knee. But I mean, you were kind of surprised anyways that they had just announced that on the broadcast, right? And they'd said that you were going to rematch her because I think all along you sort of had it in your mind that you would fight Arlene, right? Because you had fought her before Sinead, whereas Sinead was your last fight, right?
Yes, I believe Sinead. I think she don't want to do this rematch, but she's hurt her knee. And I knew Arlene is #1 contender, waiting for the opportunity too. So we stayed back and forth, and the Kat Zingano were to take off the fight. So yeah. I knew it was going to be between both.
And Arlene has fought, I think, twice since the last time you fought. I'm sure you're always scouting your opponents. Where do you feel like she's improved? Is there anything you sort of took away from her last two performances?
No, I watched her last fight to Penn Shores. I think it's still short time before she fixed a lot of things, but I believe it's going to be a great fight. And just to take the moment for finish the fight, and if it's gonna be 5 rounds, cool. Just to find the right moment.
Well, you nearly had a new opponent in Bellator on the roster with Kayla Harrison. We know that Bellator did make an offer, and she ends up staying with PFL. And I know she said some stuff on social media. We'll get to that in a second. But first, you're a little bit disappointed that Kayla not coming to Bellator, just because I know that's a fight that the fans want to see. I know it could still potentially happen, but at least for now, not under the Bellator banner.
For me, it's I really focus with Arlene Blencowe. I really focus for my next fight in Hawaii. Maybe after that we can talk about Kayla, about PFL. I think she's happy where she at. There always people gonna call my name. This is normal for me. I just have to focus on my next fight, and after I can make sure what's gonna happen.
Well, I'll just mention one thing. Again, we'll move on from Kayla, but she did, say, come see me in American Top Team. I thought that was a little weird just because it seemed like you two were pretty cordial, and then she sort of came out and sort of challenged you to fight at the gym. Were you surprised by that?
The reality, I think because before she's going everywhere to see who's going to sign, and when they say sign with PFL, I just put the one eyes, like I don't surprise. So I think she's getting very frustrated and very emotional.
Yeah, with everything. Yeah.
I don't this is, if we're going to fight, of course, I have to get it paid. It's going to go there and go to her gym, kick her ass. For sure, I have to get it paid for that. It's a professional,
Yeah, no, well said. NFC 12, that took place over the weekend. How did everything go with the card? Because I know that's your promotion in Brazil. If people aren't familiar with it, how did everything go?
The event doing great. I'm very excited, very happy. My brother, we promoted the number 12 event. And we did one competition, the cars too, like rode old cars, driving around. It was very nice, very happy. We have 10 great fights. And I want to thank you, Energy Drink, Ring, helping support our event. And really nice to support not us, but the future champion can come from Brazil. And it makes me, my heart, very, very happy. Thank you for all the support.
And I was on Instagram, I think it was last week or week before, and I'm scrolling through, and I saw you got to work with one of my favorite coaches in MMA, Eddie Cha, and I know you're working with Henry Cejudo as well. How did that first come together with you going to train with Eddie Cha? Because he's one of the best coaches in the game. He's helping the Korean Zombie prepare for his title fight.
Yes, I saw Korean Zombie there. Very nice. So I was going to ask a picture for him, but I don't want to take his focus off for the training, but he's really to train really hard. And Cejudo, I met Cejudo when Verdun doing the camp for Cain Velasquez in Mexico. So I met him there. He's very nice, very humble guy, very cool training for him. And he's wrestling medal in the Olympics. He's a lot of experience too. I have the opportunity to train with him, and I learned a lot. It's very nice too. I met another girl. Is No Flag. There's No Flock. She's number 2 in the world in the wrestling. I have the opportunity training for her. And the Edge, Edge is very good boxing, Muay Thai. I have learned a lot of things from him too. I see my friend too, Rob Emerson too. And it was a nice trip, training. I see all my friends. It's very good. And I always like to learn. I think you always have to keep learning and have discipline, and because every day is one challenge. Every fight is one challenge.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Rob Emerson as well. One of the nicest guys in the game, and he's transitioned more into coaching now. But Rob was a standout fighter. He was in the UFC. He was on the Ultimate Fighter, so that's cool that you got some working with him. Is there any plans to go back there to Arizona for your camp, or was that just sort of a one-time thing?
I believe maybe after my fight, I want to show up more. They have a great team, the wrestling. I want to bring my daughter there for training too. The brothers, the Cejudo Angel, he's really have a great team over there, the wrestling. And it's a great experience to watch it and to be there.
And you're certainly surrounding yourself with great coaches in the game. I saw you with Antonio Mckee. Are you going to be using him in this camp at all?
Yes, I trained with Coach Antonio Mckee, and then the bodyshop team. I love everyone who then support me and they train with me. AJ is going to have a fight before me a little bit, so everybody's a vibe fight ready to be in the fight, and very excited. I learned a lot. I love his energy. I love being with the team over there. It's very cool.
Did you get a chance to see AJ train at all? AJ, I think, is one of the best in the world at featherweight. And just, the fact that he's so young and he's so talented, must have been cool to get to see him train. Because I'm sure you saw maybe some, parts of you in AJ when you were younger.
It's a nice thing. He trained with Coach Antonio, then father and son. He started training when he's little. And then he have another brother too little there. Watching the kid train is so cool too. So they have a good connection. And then the Coach Antonio, he really knows his son. When you look at him now, today we're going to do this. Today, it's very nice, beautiful connection they have with each other. And for sure, he's ready to the fight. If the fight be tomorrow, he's ready. He's really keep constantly training. And I'm very excited.
We got to do our Portuguese saying of the week, spring. So how would I say it's springtime in Portuguese? É primavera. É primavera. That might be the easiest one. I should just do those short ones every week. That'll be make me look a little bit better. Okay, well, that's good to know. And before we go, there's a couple things we got to talk about. But first thing, I saw you partnered with Millions Co. I've seen a lot of fighters work with them on social media and stuff. Tell me exactly what that partnership's about.
Millions are going to be a partnership, a part of the merchandise, with me for my next fight, Bellator Hawaii. And it's very nice to see how this then support the sport, support our athletes. And I'm very excited. Going to have the watch party after the fight. During the fight, maybe I'm going to show up in the after fight. I don't know exactly. But I'm very happy and thankful for the partnership.
Cool. Well, that's good. Always nice to see you get more sponsorships and partnerships and everything. Before we go, got to remind our audience, CrisCyborg.com, the premium service. For less than a cup of coffee for the month, you get access to all types of stuff. You get the Q&As every month with Cris directly and all the other premium members. You get the technique videos. There's content on there all the time. And the best part is you can pay with Bitcoin. There's so many options to sign up. Anything you got coming up for the premium service, Cris?
We already have date scheduled. It's going to be March 27, 3 p.m. It's going to be Sunday. And I'm very excited to be with my fans, with my friends, now friends. We see each other every month to talk each other. It's very cool. We're going to be excited. We're going to talk about my next fight. And if you'd like to enjoy us, make sure you go to my website and sign up.
And you're gonna be off right until fight time. I just got to let our audience know. So I will be having a guest host every week on the catch up. The catch up's still going to continue, but Cris obviously focusing on the fight. So good luck, Cris. I guess we won't see you until after the fight. But in the meantime, make sure you check out CrisCyborg.com. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button on this video. This is the catch up. We do it every single week, but Cris will be off for the next little bit. For myself, for Cris Cyborg, hope everyone has a great day, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.